All right, so here's the thing about modern diesel engines. They're basically like trying to balance a fire-breathing dragon on a leash in a neighborhood full of environmentally conscious people. And that's where the EGR cooler comes in. It's part of the exhaust gas recirculation system, or EGR for short, and it's here to keep the dragon from setting off any environmental alarms. Today we're talking about why the cooler is so important, what it does, and how it loves to ruin your day. So the EGR system's job is simple. It's like a pacifier for your engine's bad habits of producing noxious emissions, those nasty pollutants that make the environment cry. The engine takes a little bit of its own exhaust, shoves it back into itself, and lowers the combustion temperature, basically an automotive equivalent of telling your engine, hey, chill out, man. Now, here's where your buddy the EGR cooler comes into play. Exhaust gases are hot, and I'm talking hotter than a summer day in the Death Valley with a side of ghost pepper sauce. So before you feed those gases back into your engine, they need to cool down. Otherwise, it's like trying to solve a fire problem with more fire. Not smart. The EGR cooler's job is to cool down these gases before they come back into the engine. It's basically the fire department of the whole operation, except instead of water, it's using engine coolant to lower those temperatures. Imagine your engine's trying to host a barbecue and the EGR cooler is the friend who keeps dumping ice into the cooler so nobody burns down the neighborhood. Now, when the EGR cooler works, everybody's happy, your engine runs cooler, your emissions go down, and you're not getting fined by the EPA. If this thing starts to mess up, oh boy, your engine's gonna run hot. So, what could go wrong? First off, soot buildup. That's right, your engine's making a mess and the EGR cooler has to deal with it. Imagine trying to sip through a straw that's filled with sand. Yeah, that's not happening. Soot clogs up the cooler, blocks airflow, and pretty soon your engine's about as efficient as a potato. Then there's cracking or leaking. This bad boy is under constant pressure and heat, so sometimes it just gives up. And when it leaks, your coolant might end up in places it shouldn't. Suddenly your exhaust is blowing white smoke and you're asking yourself, why does my truck look like a haunted house? So what do? Well, if it's just a little bit clogged with soot, you may be able to get away with cleaning it. But if it's cracked or leaking, congrats, you're buying a whole new EGR, and it's not cheap. You're looking at a nice, juicy repair bill, but hey, if you're lucky, you might catch it before it goes full meltdown. So there you have it, the EGR cooler, a little piece of tech that's equal parts hero and headache. It cools down exhaust gases, helps keep emissions low, and when it fails, well, let's just say your engine's about to get a whole lot warmer and your wallet a whole lot lighter. If you learned something, or if you're now terrified of your own EGR cooler, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and maybe, just maybe, think about setting aside an emergency fund for your truck repairs. Trust me, you're gonna need it.